Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through this story quest on the Vietnam server after the patch went live. There's not the other features which were mentioned in the 1.2.3 version update, so I think it will take some time for them to be added. But there is this, look at this. There's Harak and he's in the story quest. The image of him is in the story quest. So what I'm doing right now is I'm progressing through the story quest, but I'm assuming that eventually we'll get to a point where we'll actually be able to fight him or take a first look at some of his abilities. Okay guys, we have a look. So it's fight the Hypo Shark. His name Monster Shark, Hypo Shark. We're gonna take a look at him. Okay, so this is the enemy team. Under the influence of a mysterious power, you are unable to gather the information. Okay, a ravenous warrior who continuously hunts for targets to devour in battle. He is a Hypogean, like we know, warrior. So it is confirmed. He's a warrior class, physical with a range of 1. The overview, we can see his design. Yes, he has this sword right here. He has a bit of fangs going on in his mouth as well. He, totally looks like a shark, hammerhead shark with those attachments. And he has this long tail thing as well. Okay, now we can look at the icons, but like that's only to be able to predict. This looks like some sort of buffing ability. Okay, so this one he goes underground and then comes back up. This is like a multi-hit attack, maybe like in a 1 tile radius or something. This looks like a buff. It's a buff and explosion. This is probably like an attack buff or a haste buff. Ravenous Digestion, but his Mythic plus, which is the most important. And I think in this battle he doesn't have his, or at least he's not showing his abilities. His like they're not unlocked. Okay, here we go. Let's go take a look at the Monster Shark and see his abilities in action. Okay, this is exciting. Yeah, he looks really cool. We're gonna use a really weak team, like a full supportive type lineup. Oh, we have to use Sinbad. Okay, well then I'm just gonna try Sinbad on his own and see what will happen here. Okay, yeah, because we want to see as much as possible. So let's go to 1 time speed. So he's attacking and then look, he burrows underground and then jumps up and knocks up enemies who are hit. So slice, 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 and then his ultimate is like a multi-hit attack, slicing and dicing. Do we have anything more? Okay, he's still here. Let's go back out of here and take a look at him again. Okay, so the overview. The slicing and dicing attack, multi-hit. That could be something to watch for Dream Realm. Now the ability which will knock up enemies and jump up, this is not going to be a Dream Realm effective ability because knockups are not effective there. But like Flesh Feast, this is going to be, if this is some sort of buff empowering up his attacks, we don't know if there's any true damage on his attacks, we don't know if there's HP per second on his attack. Those are the really important things to watch out for when you're thinking about a Dream Realm hero. Okay, let's take a look at this second battle. Again, we're going to use only Sinbad and no art. Oh yeah, we can use a no artifact. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot of this today, so don't remind me. Okay, boom. So at the beginning of the battle, okay, we see it's a haste and crit buff, right? That's a crit and haste buff. That's really useful. Now the question is, if he has HP per second damage or true damage, he is going to actually be pretty insane. Either way, I like this dig down below and then knock up attack. Okay. Yeah, that is really strong. For PvP, because he becomes untargetable doing it and then he gets that knock up for value. So it's kind of like Lily May's Rainstorm Ballet, because you'll become untargetable, but then you'll also knock up the enemies. So I think that might be it. Okay, we found Harak again. He is over here. Okay. So we're going to take now, because I don't know how many more times we're going to be able to see him. So let's take a look again at his overview. So like we said, he has this multi-slice and dice attack with his Vicious Bite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. And then the final boom is probably going to be a ranged attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and boom. So it's like a 10 hit attack and a boom. And it looks like either it's in an arc, one tile arc, with maybe potentially some of them being a full circle around him. One tile, but no, it really looks like it's gonna be in front of him. Okay, and now the other attack, this is the burrow underground, and then jump back up and knock up the enemies. And I'm sure he'll become untargetable during this. This is the one, Flesh Feast. This was the one that gives him, at the beginning of the battle, the haste and crit buff. And that's really valuable. Because haste is going to reduce his cooldowns of his skills. And crit is going to increase his damage output. This one, we need to compare this with the skills of other people. Do a lot of hero focuses look like this? Ravenous Digestion. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about this. The fact that it has like this, like, you know, the guy with, it looks, I don't know if this is a defensive sort of buff which is happening here, Ravenous Digestion. We want it to be fully offensive if he's going to be useful for Dream Run. And then you have his Supreme Plus. Do all heroes look like this? Like, if we take a look at some other heroes here, do they all have the same indicator for the hero focus? Do they all have this sort of icon with the sword on it? Like, even supportive type heroes? Yeah, I think all hero focuses have the same icon, so there's nothing we can infer from that. And all Supreme Pluses have the same icon. Oh wait, okay, wait, no, they don't. So it can be a book, or it can be like a sword. And it can even be other additional things. So the sword actually is indicating it's probably some sort of stat buff. Like Smokey, for example, gets an attack buff. Odie gets an attack speed buff. So it could be any sort of a buff like that. And for the Supreme Plus, I think all of the abilities look the same, which are like the Enhanced Force. I think that is the same for all of them. Now, we want to find that logo. The logo for Harak, he has that, for his Mythic Plus. That's what I want to find. Does any other hero have a logo like that?
Yes.
Yes, this is what we have. Overgrowth. Okay, this is the logo for Harak's Mythic Plus. Feeds a Bullsprite with Pelbum to transform them into a giant. Extra haste and life drain. This skill targets them in order of the smash. So this, it seems like some sort of buff, but maybe even like an overgrowth type, yes. Like more than normal. Yes. Buff up to your stats. Okay, his Enhanced Force actually looks different, but all the other heroes have pretty much the same, so we can't really... Well, okay, it could mean that it's just upgrading one of his previous abilities, like all of these, like, star, diamond ones are, like, seems like it's upgrading former abilities. Invincible. This was also, like, so, like, this guy with the biceps pose, right? So, like, Harak has that for his Mythic Plus, but is there any other... Okay, here we have another one. Growth stacks. Okay, so this could be something great. Ravenous. This could be a great buff, actually, because even Lily May's buff has the same logo. It's called the Ravenous Digestion. Maybe on an enemy... Well, Digestion makes it sound like if you would kill something, then you would get an advantage. And we don't want... For Dream Realm, we don't want that. We want it to just always be an advantage, because you're not killing any boss. Okay, this is probably going to enhance one of his other abilities because it's not a new icon, it's just a standard Enhanced Force. Boom, down and up. Okay, and then the multi-slash attack with the Vicious Bite. This is probably going to be his hard-hitting skill. The question is, does it have true damage? Now, as for him, Vicious Bite, like we have Paralyzing Venom from Freesto, which deals HP per second damage. Vicious Bite could be an attack that leaves some HP per second damage on top of it. Like, I'm just... completely theorizing here. This one is at the beginning of the match. Now, is it a permanent buff? We need to watch now in this fight. But I just want to, because I don't know how many more times we're actually going to see him. So we need to make sure we cover everything in detail. So this looks like some sort of buff to himself. Like, the overgrowth of Florbell had the same icon. The growth stacks of Lily May had the same icon. And the growth stacks of Lily May are her make or break skill. That is her true damage skill, right? So, Ravenous Digestion... and then these are just the standard pretty much hero focus and Enhanced Force. This is probably going to be some sort of attack buff, offensive buff, and then Enhanced Force is going to enhance one of his other abilities. Either probably one of these two, right? Flesh Feast. Yeah, okay. Really cool. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and battle the Monster Shark yet again and pay close attention to what is going on here. Oh, we have to play both of these heroes? Okay, then. Alright. He looks really cool, though. Let's see. Yeah, he just goes for the buff at the beginning of the fight. What I want to see is, does he have to reapply the buff? Or is it like a permanent match-long buff effect? Look at that. Oh, we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention. Does it attack multiple enemies? Does it attack multiple enemies with his Vicious Bite? 1, 2. Up and boom. Okay, there it's not like a map-wide knockup, and now he's going for the Hugin. Oh, wow. With his ultimate? Well, no, it looks like it locks onto one target, but then it will move on to the next target if an enemy gets defeated, because he casted his vicious Vicious Bite. And then the first hit one-shot the Hugin, and then it went on to the Sinbad. Boom. He teleported. He teleported to the Sinbad after killing the Hugin. But yeah, okay, wow. Okay, guys, so after that, there was no more showing of the abilities or fights with Harak. That is going to be it. So let me know what you guys think about him in the comment section down below. We definitely got a good look into his different abilities if we rewatch, like, for example, how the fights played out, as well as looking at all of the buff icons, the skill icons for his skills. We can come up with an estimation of what he is going to be doing. He does look cool, but the fact that he has a knock-up and the untargetability, I think that's going to really shine in PvP, not really so much in Dream Realm. It will just be a question of, does he have any true damage or HP per second damage in his kit in order for him to be functional in Dream Realm. If he doesn't, I think most likely he will just be a purely PvP hero, but we're going to have to wait and see. He does have that Mythic Plus icon, which is the same as the icon of Lily May's Rainstorm, or sorry, not Lily May's Growth Stacks. And that is incredible. That is her most powerful ability. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.